What's up, everybody? Yo, it's B-Reel from B-Reel 420. And guys, I'm so excited. We got a special guest in the building. We got ReviewSesh. What's up, brother?
What's up? How y'all doing today?
Hey, we're doing good, man. Are we live right now?
We are.
Let's see. Okay, there we go. We just got a little delay. I was looking on the monitor to make sure that everything's good to go. And yeah, man, I'm so excited to have you on today. You know, this is something that we've been kind of talking about, planning for a little while. And, you know, we're always hanging out in the Discord and talking about really cool conversations. And, you know, we thought maybe we should bring it to the public. You know what I mean?
May as well just chill. It's like we already got 3 in here. What's up, guys?
All right, awesome. So guys, make sure you're liking, make sure you comment. We got a live right now. And so we just wanted to hang out with you guys and
yeah, just kind of chill a little bit.
Yeah,
nothing better to do today.
What's up, Mario? What's up, man? Yeah, so hopefully you guys are having a good day today. Yeah, just doing a sesh. We're not doing a review or anything. We're just doing a hangout. Just discussing just whatever's on our mind and whatever's on your guys' mind. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of chilling out today.
So I just wanted to show you guys, I got something in the mail yesterday from Shop Hello Mary. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think so. And I got a couple packs in the other day. I couldn't remember this was yesterday. But I've got some Wild Grape live rosin and also a sample pack. Now, this is new to me. I didn't know they did this, but I guess when you purchase stuff, sometimes they'll send little samples with your orders.
Yeah, that's new. I've never seen that before. You're the first person I've seen get a sample from Shop Hello Mary that says sample.
And so I actually bought this order with my own money. I used my real name. I used a different email than the one I used for B-Reel 420. So technically, they probably wouldn't have known it was me. I mean, maybe they would. I don't know. But so they sent this out. And it was some Blue Nerds, and I believe this is going to be some smalls, just the way it feels. And I've actually reviewed the bigger size nugs before, but I've never had the
Blue Nerds. Really, really good strain. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm not even a huge fan of the fruity stuff. Well, I take that back. I'm kind of getting to be a huge fan of the fruity stuff in the past few months, but that's a really good one. Right now, I'm vaping some watermelon Skittles right now.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw you did a review on that recently, didn't you? I saw that. Well, check out this one. This is the Wild Grape Live Rosin. And I ordered 2 grams of this. And the reason why I'm real excited about this one is one of the crosses on this is sour cherry.
Ooh.
Yeah, sour cherry is one of my favorite strains, and that's going to be cherry pie and sour diesel. So
yeah, that's an interesting one. That's one that I would. Yeah.
Nice. You can actually kind of smell it on the outside. But I thought maybe I would pair that with some Blue Nerds.
Yeah, I mean, it'd probably go well. You be pairing stuff these days, mixing stuff up. Like I don't think I've ever seen anybody mix as much as you have recently.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I love, it's kind of like when you're doing a cross on genetics, and I would love to get into that a little bit further, but, you know, just bringing out the best and finding notes maybe that you wouldn't notice otherwise.
Yeah, well, it definitely helps. Well, for me, vaping helps find those notes. But what I'm noticing genetics-wise, and what I think is happening, I've talked to a couple of people about this, but what I think is happening and why cherry strains and fruit strains that previous lemon cherry gelatos and stuff weren't hitting so well in the past, over the past several months, they're starting to hit better. I think they're bringing CBD genetics in and breeding CBD genetics into, you know, the THCA market and really bringing some new life, some new genetic material into what has previously just been bred out. I have, there's a strain here that I have, I forget which one it is. I want to say it's I want to say it's Blockberry from California Gold. Blockberry is a very interesting one because it's not the regular Blockberry, but one part of it is a CBD cherry. Super, super, super heavy on the cherry flavor, the terpenes. And so, yeah, I think that's what's happening. Really excited to see what they do if they keep going that direction, because I've had a lot of really tasty CBD in the past that I would love if it would have the kick that I wanted to.
Heck yeah. That's actually pretty smart. Yeah, to bring in some new blood, so to speak, to strengthen the bloodline, the genetics.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that has been really missing, is a lot of people are focusing really heavily on crossing only THC heavy strains, and they're missing out on a lot of the great terpene profiles that come from, you know, CBD heavy strains, you know. So yeah, there's a lot out there, and I think next couple of years, we're going to see a lot of really cool things genetics wise.
Hey, that's a great point that you made just a second ago, talking about how we're so focused, or people have been so focused on how much THCA or THC is in a strain, and not worrying about like other cannabinoids like CBN.
It's a full spectrum. It really is. And I have so many people, like regularly, I have people asking me saying, you think this is good? You think the THCA content is high enough for me? You know, they really like to get that slapped, that kind of, you know, laid back, kind of lazy feeling. You know what I mean? They like that couch lock. And what a lot of people don't understand is that, Mario CBD's got some amazing genetics going for it. But what a lot of people don't understand is that you know, that feeling they're hunting is CBN.
Yeah.
You know, that nighttime, sleepy time, kind of lock me down, make me all that's CBN. That's not THC. You know,
in fact, we had that conversation during one of our Discord conversations the other night, and I incorporated that into one of my reviews for the Deuce Day Terp. That's actually really high in CBN, and a lot of times people will mistake that for THC because of the heaviness that they get, when in fact it was really CBN.
And see, that's the great thing about the market currently, though, is if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for that couch lock feeling, if you're looking for that slapped feeling all of the time, really what all you need to do is hop online, and shop around for it. Shop around for CBN. You know, when you're shopping around for CBN, you can target, you know, what you're looking for better. For me, not a huge fan of CBN unless it's late night. I need to be sleeping. That's why I prefer vaping, because vaping doesn't convert as much to CBN, and I'm able to be more functional throughout the day.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, interesting. I did not know that.
Well, CBN is the continuing of the decarboxylation from Delta 9 THC further. So, you know what I mean? Basically, if you're putting flame to something, you're forcing a further decarboxylation from Delta 9 to CBN.
Okay.
And there's a certain limit that you hit pre-combustion of that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Because you're not combusting, so you're not reaching the temperatures as fast to convert the remainder of that D9 to CBN. A lot of the CBN remains in your ABV. You're already been vaped or already vaped bud. And that's what I use to make my edibles. Now, my edibles, they're not THC heavy. They're CBN heavy.
Gotcha.
And that's why they affect me. You know, my edibles affect me so much heavier than regular THC edibles, because
that's why
my edibles are CBN.
Yeah, that's why my Reclaim, when I dab my Reclaim, it knocks me down.
Yep, 100%.
It's so heavy in CBN.
There's more D9 that's been decarboxylated into CBN, and now the CBN is ready to be uptake. Ready to be consumed.
I'll tell you, that Deuce Day Terp, I sometimes smoke it in the evening, and I've been smoking the last couple of evenings when we're on Discord late at night. And in fact, I fell asleep when Stoney went to go get some rubbing alcohol to clean his rig with, and he came back, and I was passed out because I had been smoking on the Deuce Day Terp, and it knocked my ass out. I did it 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, it'll do that, man. It'll do that. I think I'm going to have the last dab of this grape Skittles.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grind up these Blue Nerds sample that they sent me. And I'm going to go ahead and pack it in a cone, and I'm going to take some of this wild grape, and I think I'm going to make a hash cone with it.
Right.
I think it might be smart to take a dab of it first to see what it tastes like, though. I've never actually tried the wild grape live rosin before, so maybe I should do that first and see what it's like.
Yeah, that one interests me with that cherry in there. Yeah.
Yeah, the smell. You can smell the sour cherry or the sour cherry in it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, guys, the entourage effect. A lot of people tell me, hey, it's bro science, it's anecdotal. And one thing you guys got to remember is the entourage effect. It is by the nature of it, it is anecdotal, because no individual is going to experience the same entourage effect. It's unique to each of us, and by virtue of being unique, it is technically anecdote. All right, but it is not bro science in any way, shape, or form. There's too much report of it, and there's too much interest in it from a scientific point of view for it to be just pure bro science.
Right. Absolutely. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah. What's up, Liz? How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Always great to see you here.
What's up, Plants and Boxes? How are you? She is such an awesome person, very positive, very creative. I love her content. She's a grower. She grows her own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been really fascinated.
Quite well, actually, as well. Like,
tell us the news. What did you get some news? What were you going to say? Oh, I thought you said as well as what?
Oh, no, just fantastic plants, very healthy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Gorgeous.
She says she's making some gummies right now. Awesome. Are you going to do a video on that?
I don't know if I've ever made gummies. That would be a very interesting video, I gotta say.
I'm about to do a dab of this wild grape from shophellomary.com. Make sure you use code ReviewSesh to save 10%.
Appreciate you, homie. Good looking out. Oh, I can't wait to see that video.
Oh crap, the lid just came off. That wasn't cool. Party foul.
That is a powerful little device, guys. If you guys get a bomb, it's not for sipping. You have to rip it.
Wow.
Ooh.
I can taste the sour diesel in it too.
Hell yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's very sour, dude.
Sour diesel is my kryptonite. I love it.
Yeah, let me grab a Q-tip real quick. Hey guys, I appreciate everybody that's joining the live.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Awesome. You guys have been really supporting the lives on my channel, and I really wanted to bring ReviewSesh on. We'll probably, if he's okay with it, do it more often, not just one time.
Yeah, I need to start doing more live stuff. I do mostly, long form videos, reviews, and I feel like I need to do more live stuff. Start interacting more with people.
Yeah,
I got a lot going on though. A whole lot going on.
You do. You're right. I don't want to add too much more to your plate, but I did want to bring you on because of your long form content. I mentioned that you got a lot of information and knowledge, and I want to make sure people hear about some of this stuff.
Well, I mean, I'm long-winded, and when I have interest in something, I tend to obsess over it. And so oftentimes, if you watch my videos enough, you'll see me. I'm repetitive, and I oftentimes talk about redundant things, but then I myself being redundant. But I just really enjoy speaking to everybody, making content, and it's one of the things that since I've started doing that, nearly a year ago. I think I started last February, so it's going on a year now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's helped a lot. It's one of the cooler things I've ever done. But now it's expanded. Actually, the community, you included, we have a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And things are getting busy.
Absolutely. So I actually have a full-time job, and YouTube is just a hobby for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm starting to put a lot of time into it because I really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, ReviewSesh was the one that helped me get started. A lot of people think that Space City is my mentor. Space City is my friend and my brother, and I do get inspired by him a lot. But if I was going to pick a mentor, technically, ReviewSesh should be more of a mentor when it comes to YouTube than anybody, because he actually helped me get started when it came to editing and doing thumbnails. Like, he actually worked with me with the boring stuff at the very beginning and helped me get my foundation so that I could do editing. Because when I came into this, I had no clue what I was doing. I still don't know a lot, but man, I really didn't know what I was doing. You have a lot of patience.
Your editing, I appreciate that, man. Your editing and your thumbnails are amazing. The recent thumbnails, I can't get over how nostalgic they are. You got the hash burger thumbnail with a little hamburger helper dude.
Yeah,
you got the throwback to Nickelodeon Gak, and not like later Nickelodeon, not like Dan Schneider Nickelodeon, but pre-Dan Schneider Nickelodeon. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
Wild and Crazy Kids and all that sort of stuff.
You can't do that on television.
Yeah, the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So really nice stuff.
Yeah, I do this for adults. I don't do this for kids. So, if you don't get it, it's because you're probably too young.
You're probably too young. Yeah, it's crazy. Some of the pop culture references that I would expect everybody to understand. Some people are just too young. Before we started this stream, I think you mentioned Jim Varney and Ernest. Know what I mean, Vern? And like nobody would know what that. Nobody would actually know what that means. Vern? Nobody would actually know what that means. Unless you're, over 30 something.
Exactly. So, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, we got 9 watching now. Appreciate you showing up. Thanks for being here. We're having a good time, just getting lifted, staying blessed.
That's right. And I'm going to make a hash cone with some wild grape.
Ernest Scared Stupid. That's my second favorite Ernest movie.
Which one's your favorite?
Oh, Ernest Goes to Camp, the very first one.
Yeah, that's a classic. They all are, of course.
Not a lot of people realize that. Ernest Goes to Camp is the first one, and they still have science fiction and music festivals every year at that camp.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, there's a guy local to me that actually runs those festivals, and he said if you go into the big hall where they had that food fight in that movie, they're still stuck in the rafters from that food fight that they filmed in that movie.
Wow!
Hall. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, this got a cult following for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy how that guy got, not to go off on a tangent, but it's crazy how such a strange fella got started from doing like television commercials for like used car lots in Nashville, and then before you know it, he had over a dozen movies in like the course of just like a decade. It's crazy. For my childhood, he was a household name. You know what I mean? Right,
exactly. I totally understand what you're saying. Like, like I'm a big Star Wars fan now. It's kind of been washed up over the years and overdone. But like my first tattoo was a Star Wars rebel symbol. And, I have fascination with like history and stuff. Han Solo, he got his start from just being somebody working on sets, building sets.
Yeah, he was just a carpenter. Harrison Ford was just a carpenter, and he just got picked aside to fill in a role, basically, and then the rest was history.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, pop culture from when we were younger. I don't know if anybody knows this, but me and B-Reel just 3 years apart. So like, you know, we're at the same generation. And
Yeah,
when we
yeah,
were
for
younger,
sure.
pop culture was a different thing. We didn't have, yeah, Indiana Jones. There you go. We didn't have everything on the internet. We didn't have social media. Like every actor didn't have a social media account or 12.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? When you get to watch movies and stuff like that, you'd be playing the same VHS tape over and over and over again.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's how you obsessed over your favorite actors and stuff.
Yeah,
You didn't.
absolutely.
Yeah, well, I mean, Liz, before the internet, there was a different level of engagement of fandom. You know, I remember
Hmm.
actually writing, fan letters and stuff like that. And people don't do that no more. They just shout people out online.
Yeah,
you know,
a
but
fan club, right?
yeah, going to Blockbuster or something like that was fun. That was like that was a family outing.
Hmm. Yeah,
Each kid
absolutely,
each
dude.
kid in the family
Absolutely.
gets to pick one film, and everybody goes and they
And one
rewatch those.
video game.
Yeah, and they rewatch those movies over and
Hmm.
over, or they play the heck out of those games. Usually winds up with kids fighting over the game if it's a game. But for me and my
Yeah.
brother, one of us would always pick a stupid game, and the other one would pick the good game. So the other would always wind up a fight, and we want to play that game
Fighting
now.
over it.
Yeah.
And dude, those video game systems were so expensive back then
Mhm.
that actually, I think I was like 10 or 11, but
Mhm.
me and my brother got a Sega Genesis together as a Christmas present that year.
Yeah,
Because back then they were like $200 or $300.
that was a
And
lot of money back then.
yeah.
I mean, it's inflation has hit a couple $100. That doesn't feel like anything for a kid these days. I
Hmm.
know some kids get $500 you know checks every Christmas
Hmm.
type stuff. And but back then, yeah, rich kids' parents would rent the consoles. We did that once or twice. The only console I ever rented that I think that we ever rented, and we did rent it twice just because my dad was intrigued with it, and that was the what was the Nintendo console that was supposed to be 3D? That was the early
Oh,
ugly.
yeah, yeah,
I
with the
for,
goggles and it was red and
yeah,
black. Yeah.
yeah, it was like monochrome screen type stuff, and
Yeah.
that wasn't even because I had interest in it, but my dad at the time had interest in it because he was always into new technology. Um,
Star Fox on
yeah,
Super Nintendo
Star
or
Fox is still the best.
Nintendo 64. Which one was it?
It started on I think it was supposed to. Yeah, it started on Super Nintendo. Then Star Fox 2 was supposed to be on Super Nintendo, but then got ported to Nintendo 64 when that came out. So,
What's up, K-Ham?
what okay here?
We're just making,
You
I'm
dropped
making
in
a
here.
hash cone right now with some
Yeah.
blue nerds and some wild grape live rosin from Chapelle Mary.
Yeah. My actual first video game system was the ColecoVision, which was basically an Atari 2600. It's like Sears version.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. But that's how expensive those things were. I mean, I didn't get my first video game system till 91, 92,
Hmm.
something like that. I was born in
Yeah.
86. The Nintendo came out in 86 in the US. So it was
Oh,
years
okay.
after it came out by the time I got my first system, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first one was an Atari that was a hand-me-down from my grandparents.
Hmm.
And then I think my first real brand new system was that Sega Genesis when I was like 10 or 11.
Oh man, Sega Genesis was such a step up. It was a
Yep.
step up from 8 to 16-bit graphics. Oh
Yep.
my
Big
goodness.
deal. Yep.
Different thing, and also it didn't have the if you're playing games like you know Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or something, it's the difference between green and red, if you get what I'm saying.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? There's more censorship on the Super Nintendo. um
Oh
ooh,
yeah, the blood and gore and stuff.
ooh. Sonic was probably still my favorite game on
Oh, I can
Sega
still hear
Genesis.
that in my ear
But
because me and my brother used to play it.
it flows so well. I mean, Sonic has been ported to other systems, but I don't think it plays as well, even on like the best hardware. I don't
Uh,
think it plays as well as it does on the original Sega Genesis. you know,
Gotcha.
or
Yeah.
Master System even.
What about the original PlayStation? That was a pretty good system, man.
The
That
original
really brought it to
PlayStation,
the next level, didn't
yeah,
it?
that was the one that really started where it went. But a lot of people don't know the original PlayStation was supposed to be the next iteration of the Nintendo.
Huh.
So Sony was working with Nintendo at the time, and it was supposed to be the Nintendo PlayStation.
Gotcha.
But Sony did all the work. They got it basically ready to ship. Nintendo, they canceled the deal. They backed out. So Sony said, "The heck with that," and they just launched it themselves. And then they became Nintendo's main competitor at that point.
I did not know that, man.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
but yeah, well, Nintendo wanted to go with the Nintendo 64 versus the Nintendo PlayStation. So they backed out in favor of the N64, and then bam, here comes PlayStation. Yeah. Already had been developed, and it different stuff. But yeah, that's the console wars for you.
Mortal Kombat Sega Genesis code, guys. K-Ham remembers.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's funny. All right. Well, I got my cone pack. Now, I did miss a little bit on the side towards the top, so hopefully it doesn't run too bad. Let me grab an ashtray. I think I forgot my ashtray. I always forget that. Every time I'm doing like a video, I always forget my ashtray. Let me go grab that.
Yeah, see, that's what I don't have an ashtray. I just have one of these.
Just use whatever, right?
Yeah, D-bowler. I'll be honest, you should probably just get you one of these anyway. It's one of these caps. It's like $10 on Walmart. D-bowler cap. Goes onto any jar. I mean, that'd go a long way.
Check out this. I got the new sticker from Shop Hubble Mary. Just like the one that's on the lighter. That's cool. I gotta put that. I want to put that in my car window, but I don't want to get pulled over.
Yeah, I watched something recently.
So cool, though.
I watched something recently where these guys get busted with a bunch of stuff they shouldn't have. Not gonna get into saying what it was, but I'm like, they're moving all this stuff and they get busted by, state troopers, and when the guy driving the car has a cookies beanie on, I'm like, what are you doing? Like what? It's cookies.
Bye, plants and boxes. See you later.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've known certain people in my past. I've been around a little bit, and I've had some friends that they like. There's a gorgeous cone, homie.
All right, cheers, guys.
Cheers. But yeah, I don't know why certain people advertise what they're doing on their cars or in their cars.
Exactly, yeah. I want privacy.
Well, I mean, back when I lived in a very, very tourist-heavy area in East Tennessee, I would routinely be riding down the street with my mother or my father or some other person doing nothing. And then I'll pull up alongside a vehicle that's got people I know inside, and they're sitting there with a 3-foot bong in their car, just hitting the ball, going down the road. And I'm thinking to myself, that is just risky, middle of just broad daylight. Looking back on it's kind of funny, but I'm sure they got stopped more than once, I'm sure.
Right. So guys, the Blue Nerds, in case you haven't seen my review, it's actually one of my most viewed videos. Very creamy. Very creamy. It reminds me of like blue sherbet almost. It's very tangy and sweet.
Very. It's kind of like if you think about Nerds candy almost. It does have that tang to it,
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, cheers, Rickshaw. Cheers. And congratulations. Oh, that was somebody else, actually. I was getting him confused with somebody else for something else for a second. When you see somebody with a similar name, and then you're like, oh yeah, that was somebody
Oh
else.
man, I happens all the time, man.
All right, I got a nice resin ring going. Of course, I got live resin inside my J, so it better be. Got the wild grape live resin.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this cleaned out so I can hit something else. I'm enjoying hanging out, kind of chill. Ain't really got nothing to talk about specifically, and that's kind of nice.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about genetics for a second ago.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of interesting things coming that you're going to see. People are
I
going
wanted
start
to bring
seeing.
that up. Yeah. Did you want to kind of talk about the news things that are going on in your life?
Yeah, well, you guys may notice if you look at my name here, I am manager at Green World. You notice the Green World logo up there. Green World's a genetics company, and there goes my dog barking. Green World's a genetics company out of Ohio, and we are bringing in a lot of very interesting things into the market shortly. Things that here in the West you haven't seen. You haven't seen plants like these in the West. These are very interesting, very exclusive European genetics that are coming from out of Germany, out of France, different areas in Europe, where they tend to breed some different stuff over there. They're not stuck in the here in the States. What we have, all of our genetics usually come from two parents. If you go far enough in lineage, and it's OGK, which is OG Kush, and cookies, Girl Scout cookies. And if you go deep enough, that's what just about all of our stuff, all of our cuts are. Whereas over there, there's some different things being bred in. There's some interesting genetics. There's a particular strain that we're working with right now. It has some extremely precise, very evenly distributed node zones. Leaf structure is just wonderful. It's some German genetics, and as it is, it's very precise, very tight clearances, if that makes sense. It's a very symmetrical plant, very symmetrical plant, and it's unlike what you're used to seeing over here. So we're hoping that's going to be within the next few months to a year. People will start being able to taste some of that coming out. So
Okay.
Aside from that, we got a few others that are being worked on, and we're going to start with the Green World YouTube channel. We're going to be running our pheno hunts and stuff like that through the YouTube channel. So each person that's involved in these things are going to have their own separate playlist with their own grow journals, and I'll be managing that channel as well as my own channel, ReviewSesh. And we got a lot of stuff coming. We have a couple of professional growers who have, collectively decades of experience, collectively. And they're going to be giving us, a lot of information, and be teaching us a lot about the plants, about how these plants are cultivated. Just trying to learn more about everybody's favorite plant, So that's part of what's coming up.
That's awesome. So Green World is like a community for growers.
Yeah, Green World, it's a genetics company, but it's modeled with community first. So I mean, it is a company. We do operate as such, but community is the primary focus, and we're trying to bring new genetics into what we feel like are very bred thin genetics, here in the States. That's one of the reasons why I think the breeding CBD cuts and stuff back into the genetics that we have right now is is a good way forward. Similarly, bringing outside European genetics into the market in the States could really be helpful there as well.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
we got a lot coming, and all sorts of stuff. Just it's going to be very interesting.
Well, that's really cool. So, like, if somebody wants to get more involved, if they want to learn more about Green World, where
Oh
can
yeah,
they find that?
yeah. You can just hop on our Discord server. Give me a moment, and I will go ahead and share the link, I suppose.
That'd be cool. Thank you. Yeah, I mean that sounds really cool. Obviously, I know a little bit about it, but I'm also kind of doing this to kind of help the viewers.
Yup. So I mean, if you give me a second. That's strange.
And right now, are you still taking entries for growers?
Am I still taking entries for
Are you
growers?
guys taking
Uh,
entries, or is that something
yeah.
that's
I
kind
mean,
of
as long as you're in a legal area, you can apply, and
okay?
yeah. We do also do occasionally. Um, Give me one moment. I gotta find this link. I'm missing it. We do also offer occasionally, do some like grow off challenges and stuff like that. We've got one of those coming up soon, though I do think those positions may be filled already.
And then can people find seeds currently?
Yeah, there are some. We're working on transitioning to a new website, to a new web host. But yes,
Okay, cool,
yeah, through the website only.
awesome.
Figure out where we are.
Ooh, I'm feeling good, guys. I'm over halfway done. We're actually
Yep.
past the level of rosin. I went through it pretty quickly. It wasn't a big J, but man, I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh, it's not a clickable link though. I'm not a moderator, so you guys will have to copy and paste that for the Discord link.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you guys just want to come in and learn about the plant and sesh with us, we hang out there fairly regularly. It's a good place to chill. Also, hop over to Shop Hello Mary Discord. We need more people over there, so if you're not already there, come join us over there.
Yeah,
One of those two places you'll find us in every day, just about.
absolutely.
So,
That's what I was going to say. If you want to hang out with us more often, definitely join Shop Hello
Mhm.
Mary Discord. We're often up in that Discord just hanging out. Also in the Green World as well.
Yep, yep. I got too many tabs open, guys.
Woo. He's got a lot going on. This is a
Yeah.
multitasker, man.
Power user. And Shop Hello Mary Discord link in the side chat as well. All right, I'm gonna hit.
Yeah, this wild
More
grape,
there.
you can really taste the sourness from it.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
hit my last hit of this Dosey Donnie. And oh man, it's been sitting for a little bit. It is stanky. What up? How's it going, Green World?
What's up, Green World?
We was just talking about you, about us, about Green World. That's weird.
Ears must have been burning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just letting everybody know what we got coming up. Tell them to get over, check out our YouTube page. We're about to start dropping some stuff over there very shortly. We are going to have a campsite on that YouTube page for all of our additional links and socials and stuff like that. So keep an eye out if you're interested.
Yeah, some good things coming, guys. Some really good things coming.
Scale Forged is still going. We're still, running with that, but I am still waiting on my business partner to get back into the States for us to go full out but there's been some.
That's awesome.
There's been some moves forward. I've got some samples out to some places. There's at least one company you guys know of, which I'm not going to mention the name of, that's gotten samples of my product, and hopefully you guys might be seeing more of that from them. You know, so, just little novelty type stuff. You know, merchandise type stuff. So
that's awesome, man. You've been doing some things, man. I've been noticing. You got I mean, you got your reviews on people's websites and stuff. I mean, it's freaking amazing.
I like I say, I think it's helpful that I have, you know, I'm obsessive and that I'm long-winded. It helps, you know. I'm able to. People are like, how are you so detailed with your reviews? I'm like, I don't know. I just keep talking and talking and talking, and more words equals more detail. You know, so
information, and that's why people come to YouTube. You know, a lot of times people are coming for information.
Yeah,
and you got a lot of it.
It's entertainment, but there's also information. You know, you know, and education, and you know, it's a combination.
And finding
of
out how
things.
to balance that.
Yep.
Because we can give you information all day and be boring. But nobody wants to watch something that's boring. So you got to figure out how to keep it entertaining and educational at the same time. But today we've been chilling, just having a good time and learning a little bit as we go. But yeah, man, this Blue Nerds is real nice and creamy, tangy. Like you said, like the candy. So if you guys want to check out Blue Nerds, go to shophellomary.com and you can use coupon codes ReviewSesh or B-Reel and save 10%.
Blue Nerds is nice, but I kind of recommend a Dosey Donnie rosin. That's just where I'm standing from right now.
And what do you like about it?
It's that GMO hit that it's got. You know, it's that Donnie burger, you know, it's always got that GMO funk to it. I think that's what I like about it more than anything.
I have had the Donnie burger. I currently have some hash burger from Shop Hello Mary that they sent me as well. And it's got like a garlicky onion as well.
Yeah, that's going to be very similar. Donnie burger is you know, one of the crosses in that is hash burger.
Man, I'm feeling pretty good. How are you feeling?
I'm fairly lifted right now. Fairly lifted.
I think I'm going to take another dab of the wild grape. And
well, before this is over, I gotta finish this.
Oh yeah, we're going to be wrapping up here just in a couple of minutes. I didn't want to go too long.
Oh no, I mean, I gotta finish this Molotov cocktail. I got another dab I gotta take before we're done.
Oh, okay. I know you got a lot on your plate. I didn't want to like.
Oh man, this is nice. Long. This gives me an excuse to kind of turn everything else on my notifications on silent, not answer. You know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, man.
It's a good excuse. Hey, we appreciate you, Mario. You know, we try, and we're glad we can amuse you. Not sure how you.
Mario's cool.
But yeah, I got for my channel, I got some cool stuff coming for my channel. I got 2 different new dab devices. So one of them you're going to be interested in, B-Reel. You haven't even seen this one yet.
Yeah.
Very few of you guys have actually seen this one. It's floating around. People are seeing it on Instagram and stuff, but nobody's really seeing it on YouTube right now. So that's going to be an interesting one when it gets here.
Oh, okay.
Then the other one, I do have something from Yokan Black coming that you guys have seen. But I'm really interested in that because it's very portable, and I need something that is very portable and discreet. So, but still has, you know, capacity to run water and take a pretty good sized dab. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do have some devices that are really good. They're super discreet. and they're fantastic for your flavor. Like the beam device, the laser device. They're
Yeah, that
currently
one's
sold
super
out right
small.
now. They're doing really well. They're sold out at the moment. You got to get on a
Are they?
pre-order. Yeah, you got to get back on a pre-order list for them now. But I mean, that's a great device. But you are taking smaller dabs.
Mhm.
You're not going to get a session out of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of after the session. So
Yeah. Do you want to take a dab real quick?
yeah, may as well.
And then we can wrap up the live if you want to.
It's up to you, man.
What are you guys thinking?
I think we can if you want to, we can do these kind of regular if you want, at least once a week.
Mhm.
So might be good to touch base and see what's going on with each other's channels and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
You
and guys,
ain't too
if you're
far,
not
man.
already subscribed to ReviewSesh, because obviously you know about my channel because we're watching on my channel right now. But if you're not already subscribed, go subscribe to ReviewSesh.
I appreciate it, man. You're not too far. You not too far from 400. And
yeah, I'm at around 350 right now.
I think it's about to pick up in the first quarter of this year for everybody. I feel like it's going to be a busy first quarter. You know what I'm saying? We're just 2 weeks into the new year, and I already feel like we're a month in. That's how much has been going on. So I just imagining what we're going to get accomplished over the rest of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't realize how much people like watching these lives, because when I stopped doing lives for like a week or two, I noticed that the view count went down like a lot for the month.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, people are really watching these. And then so I started putting them out again, and you guys have been steady watching them. So we got to keep doing it, man.
And people like to chill. People don't like to just watch static stuff. And even for my channel, I realized that myself. I'm heating whenever you're ready.
All right, just turned it on and double click.
But even for my channel, I recognize that views and visits to my channel and my analytics start to pick up when I start going live. So I gotta keep it up with that. I gotta get more used to it.
Yep. What the people want. Cheers. Ooh.
I think Mario wants us to do the lives more often. I mean, I got no problem with that. Greenwood
He said, take another one. I said, no way.
He set us up for failure right there, man.
Thank you, Mario. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, man. We're going to try to do these lives more often. We're going to try to maybe bring other people in, liven some things up.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm definitely going to be making more time to be able to do these lives for myself. Anyway, so I'm going to be more available.
Just to relax,
I feel like I'm actually talking to people, because I am, so.
That was the point of my channel, was, connecting with people and talking about this information that we're talking about. I wanted to bring that to the channel, and that's what we're doing.
Yep. Oh. Yeah, K-Ham, that's the thing. I don't...
Yeah, K-Ham's always trying to push the limit. But what are you smoking on right now, K-Ham?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. That man got always got the gas.
Man, this is good stuff. This is heavy. That wild grape, y'all.
Mm.
This is that 70 to 149 U.
Well, you love that grape stuff anyway, so I got a feeling like those are the terpenes that are right for you. Like I feel like the terpenes that we're after, the flavors that we gravitate, rosin inhaler.
And sour diesel is something that I also gravitate as well too.
Yeah, I feel like there's something about that maybe those are the things that work most medicinally for us. You know what I mean? And like subconsciously on that animal level, like our brain craves it, so we, are more attracted to it like that. You know what I mean? If we like the taste of it, I don't know. You ever heard that? Man, I'm stoned now. But it's like, you ever heard like the tastes that you have are indicative of whether something is good or bad for you? Like for animals, the bitter taste is like, that's bad, don't eat it, type stuff. You know what I mean? Typically is like indicative of like a poison berry or something, a bitter taste.
Yeah.
What if those flavors and those terpene profiles actually are, and the flavors that we're after are actually there to key us off, to key us in to what our actual entourage effect really is.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like, what if those flavors are directly correlative to what our entourage effect really is individually, and that's why we're more attracted to it? Maybe it's not the taste of it, but maybe it's that the effect it has on it makes us crave it, with taste. I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying too, because like sometimes like if I'm craving something salty, it's because I need a salt in my body.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, or if you're craving mustard or something, you might need potassium type stuff. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, or bananas or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's interesting.
Citrus, vitamin C, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So but anyways. Hey guys, I appreciate you guys stopping by. We're going to probably go ahead and wrap up the live, but yeah, we're going to probably make this a regular thing, like maybe once a week or something where we can get together.
At least once a week, Just I'm enjoying it, so I mean, shoot, going on an hour, it's a good session. It's a good chill session.
Absolutely. And we got all the regulars in here. We appreciate everybody. Make sure you hit that like button. And of course, make sure you subscribe. Make sure your notifications are on.
Join these Discord servers, guys. Get into Green World and get into Shop Hello Mary if you're not already there. Let's liven up our communities and get more positivity and education in. So thanks so much for being here, guys.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming by as a special guest, and we'll make this a regular thing. So I'll see you guys later, and we'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.
Take it easy, guys. Peace. Stay lifted. Stay blessed.